Alrighty, let's get into the draft. Thanks for joining us today. I got a nice matchup between Dubs on Tap and We Taste Feet coming your way next. So, I don't really know too much about both these teams other than they're in the beer league. I'm pretty sure we've got some return players along with some new players. I think Lelouch is new this season as well as Snark, although Lelouch probably remind me that they actually played last season. Scott Pilgrim, Beer League vet, Hero Stratus as well, and Demon King Cage, I believe, played last season. Dubs on Tap, I think they do have a pretty veteran team. They've got Nectarish, Wandering Monarch, Goat King Beard, Con Artist, and Dot Chaos. So I remember them from previous seasons, but let's get in. Oh, Snark is new. Lelouch is returning. Gotcha. Thank you, Snark. Alrighty, let's get into draft. I'm just going to go through it really quickly just because I want to get these games over with so that I can go to bed, even though it's not that late. Doc going to be banning out Shogath, Nico, and Soraka. Not really a gate. I don't know. They're a little bit afraid of some supports on We Taste Feet. And WTF is going to be banning out Poppy, Nautilus, and Talia. Along with Amundo and Sion, so really not big fans of playing against tanks, but that also might be one of the just stock and standard top laners for Dot as well. Nice little Yuumi, Lucian bot lane. I'm annoyed already because last series I casted, they had a Yuumi. So bot lane is super duper fun and exciting. I do see a Sejuani, Shen, and Mel coming through as well. So lots of crowd control and some tanks on the side of Dot. So definitely going to be looking team fight there. We Taste Feet. It's got a nice little Vi Oriana combo. I really do like that delivery service for the Oriana ult. And we've got a Kaisa who can really play around all that crowd control that's going to be brought in by those two, with a Renata in the bot lane to keep her safe, and a Gangplank up top hoping to scale his way to victory. So without further ado, I think I've got everything ready, set to go for game number 1. So let's get into it and hope that my app works. Otherwise, I'm going to do some quick thinking. And looking at this, I don't know. Top jungle looking a little bit scary on the side of WTF. So this is going to be a big, we need Nectarish to carry us. But obviously it is a team game, so hopefully we get some team action. It would be really cool if we had some 5v5s, 5-man invade to start the game. But it looks like we're going to have a pretty standard start. Placing a ward down that bush, I guess I get it. Definitely looking for some vision control to start this game off. Right? I'm going to see who's that ward by. By Lucian, okay. Surprised that he used it, not the Yuumi, but that's alright. Alright, I'm going to speed this game up just till we get, minions or jungle camps to spawn. Alright, we are going to have a ward. What is going on between top laners? I thought my game froze because neither of them were moving. There will be a ward on red team's Raptor camp. Both junglers are going to start on the opposite side from one another. Nectarish, welcome to the chat. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to. Yeah, here we go. I don't know. Not too much is going to really be happening in this game. This game is not embarrassing for everybody. maybe just for one person. Chaos gonna get some damage down on the Speed Demon Cage. Taking the Oriana pretty low, very close to the execute threshold, but she's got 2 health pots. Okay, I was gonna be like, we have 2 health pots. Why are we not just popping one? Why would we recall there? Gangplank got a nice little ward down, making sure Sejuani can't just get him right away. And Chaos is being very annoying with her poke. Good ward coming in by Kaisa, making sure that, you know, Sejuani's probably going to want to come down and gank us this way, so do that. Make sure that Nectarish really can't get a lead and get ahead. Scott Pilgrim doing his best to get some poke damage down. And I like this here because that top wave is pushing into Scott Pilgrim, so perfect time for Hero Stratus to come on in and get a gank onto that Shen. But first, we're going to do Scuttle Crab. And it looks like Yanami is just waiting to gank in the bot lane. Comes the perfect gank from the Vi. Please take me up top. Thank you. Oh, Shen dashes in. Gonna have to flash the Vi Q. Nice play by him. Way to time it, but it is unfortunate that he had to burn that flash. Sejuani's gonna get a nice little deep ward in the enemy jungle. See that Gromp spawn out and realize that, hey, Vi's still topside, so I can probably take this Gromp. Or maybe we're gonna be looking for a dive on the mid lane. So Exhaust gonna be popped out by King Demon Beard already. King Beard. And unfortunately, Sejuani just wasted a little bit of time. Could have been back out on the map, but he's trying to make sure that Chaos could do something with the lead that they have. Vi is going to be spotted out. Good ward. Coming in from the sedge. And yeah, just a lot of farming so far. Dragon's not up for... No, Dragon is up, my bad. Grub's up in 2.5 minutes. Not really sure. I haven't seen either of these teams play in the Beer League just yet. I am in the Light League, so I really don't know how these teams play. But I'd assume that the side of WTF likes to play around the top lane. Meanwhile, Dot would prefer to play around bot. So wouldn't be surprised if they try and go Dragon for Grubs as a trade. Oh, good taunt under the turret, but not close enough to get the Gangplank damage. He might have had his orange. Shen deciding not to use teleport to get top lane, so just gonna walk it out, lose out on a few minions. Not the end of the world. Sejuani is gonna be starting up this Hextech Dragon. And bot lane for Wite's feet cannot even make a move on it, so it should be a free dragon. Vi should be stopping off at her blue buff first. But instead, she has an idea. She's like, we haven't seen the Sejuani in a while. It will come down to a smite fight, and Yanami is going to take it. She also has the Mel in the area, along with Staying United coming in from Shen. First Blood going over the Mel. Great team play, and this is why you hold on to your teleport as a Shen. Use your ult to get to that bot lane. Make sure you get an assist there. And I wonder if Yanami's going to try and take this blue buff. Does have another smite charge up shortly. but doesn't have a bot lane with her at the moment. So another smite fight going to come through, and Yanami's going to take that one as well. Vi getting a little bit sad, a little bit behind here. But that's okay, it's early on, 7 minutes into the game. And it looks like, I didn't think Grubs were up, Grubs just spawned. So I mean, Yanami, Wandering Monarch, making sure that they get something, making sure that they keep Vi out of the game. Doc Chaos doing whatever he can, get some bonus damage down onto that Orianna. So Vi's coming in, she will be able to smite that last one away, but I don't know if it was worth it. She's gonna end up falling there as well. Second time dying. Mel ult, not gonna be enough damage to come through, but what's her face? Renata Glass was in the area as well. Probably could have had a second chance coming through, but it wouldn't have even been enough. Because I don't think that Mel was gonna be going down anyway. So good start so far coming out from Dot. Hero Stratus made me feeling a little bit too confident, but it is nice to avoid, you know, the other team having 3 Void Grubs. But I don't know if they have the greatest pushing team, so see how it is. Oh, Wandering Monarch. -1 on that cannon. And Scott Pilgrim. He's getting good poke damage down. Does have his ultimate. Don't think he's going to use it to try and kill this Shen. Kai'Sa going in. I didn't think about how Renata ult's kind of useless whenever there's a Yuumi, because it's just going to give the Lucian a little bit more attack speed. Oh. Good flash coming in by Lelouch. TP coming in from Orianna. That's such a long and delayed TP. I hate that change so much. It is what it is though. Sejuani gonna be taking down Renata. Feet's going down for the first part anyway. Kai'Sa's gonna ult in. Not really sure if she wanted to go that way or just wanted to get the extra shield onto there. Vi's gonna go in, flash, ult. Scott Pilgrim gonna fall. Wandering Monarch gets at least 1 on the back end right there. So 5 kills, 2. Who else fell? Chaos gone a little bit too deep. Trying to get some more blood on his hands. And Yanami trying to steal away that Grump. Speed Demon's not going to let that happen though. And Vi taking a lot of turret plates up top. And I think that really brought her into that gold lead that she has over Sejuani. So looking pretty good there. Also level 8. And completes the Triforce. So 2 Triforces completed pretty early on for Wite's feet. Chaos getting some good damage down on the Orianna again. Wandering Monarch not able to fight just yet, really is taking a bunch of damage. I believe Sejuani's getting spotted out right there. And Dragon take number 2 gonna be coming through for Dot. Should be pretty free Dragon. I'm not really sure why Yumi's going so far ahead, especially with Vi's easy crowd control. And it looks like the side of Dot is trying to get a little bit split up here. Hero Shroud is going to be taken down the frozen Arctic tundra, whatever the heck Sejuani's ult is. It's going to be used to prison her up. And not looking too good for WTF's features yet. Luckily, Orion is going to live. Not get taken down by the Mel right there in execute range. Yanami looking for another Vi blue buff. So, I mean, that's not a bad game plan. Just take the dragon, take the blue of the enemy jungler. Good taunt come through by Wandering Monarch. Gangplank's going to take 2 turret shots. Alright, Nectarish, I'm wondering where the embarrassing part is coming through, unless we were talking about embarrassing for the other team. And it just looks like it might be cease and desist going to come through for Vi, but it's not going to be enough. And Hero Stratus is not looking like a hero this game. So net 1 in 4. Shen ult did have to come through though, so that means that Gangplank is going to be getting the first turret of the game. Unfortunately, feats have already been claimed. But, you know, that happens from time to time. Still not bad. Biggest gold lead is in that top lane, doubling up the CS of the Shen. And Vi just waiting for that grub to spawn. Not going to be going in for a gank just yet. Everyone's got a completed item, seemingly. I believe Snark is well on their way. Wandering Monarch gonna walk into a barrel chain again. Just some free gold for the side of Gangplank. Good Yuumi ult coming through along with the Lucian calling. Heal is gonna be popped. Not really sure if that was needed. A Luch with a little bit of a panic, but that's okay. Oh, good root. Not sure if that ultimate's gonna grab the Lucian or not. Kai'Sa will still have to recall with the Jackie-Lev skin on. And this should be a free Rift Herald. Going over to Dot again. Alright, sorry Lelouch. It was definitely needed. And I like to see this. I like to see supports move up with their team to secure objectives, like this Rift Herald, even though Yuumi is a piece of work as a champion. You know, nice that they roamed to help on out. And you know, the wild thing, even with all of these objectives going Dot's ways, Gangplank, Scott Pilgrim's keeping his team in here. Shen does have his ultimate. He's not going to use it. Instead, he'd prefer that Nectarish just die. Oh, wait, he's going to use it at the very last second. Nectarish is still going to go down as the Gangplank ultimate is just way too much damage. Monarch just took a little bit of time. Flash coming in from Kai'Sa as well as the ultimate. Going to force out the flash from the Mel. Might be able to get enough to tick on over for the kill there. Sejuani and Yuumi are in the area. Teleport coming in as well from the Shen. Should be able to get a kill on Snark. And Oriana's getting TPing as well, but it might just be to die. Lelouch should be falling here. Kill going over to Yanami. Gangplank just chipping away at turrets in the top lane, getting all of the gold that he can, make sure that his team has a chance in this game, even if it's all on him. Speed Demon Cage going to pop the ultimate, but instead his life is just going to get popped as well. 13-4 in kills. 4 damage, or dubs on tap. But I mean, WTF, they've got a Gangplank. I didn't even realize Yumi took that kill. But in Yumi's defense, she was 0-0-7, so that she had the license to kill. So, there's that. Oh. Vi does have her ultimate as well. Lucian's on the other half of the map, walking his way around. Lots of damage going on to Renata. Mel's making sure to burn off the first strike on Gangplank. And, well, looks like we might be getting a dragon fight, or some kind of fight coming up soon. Instead, we're just going to get the Cullen coming in from the Lucian. Tier 1 turret mid going to be breaking. And Vi going to use the cease and desist onto the backline. Get onto that Lucian, flash away. Good Mel ult to redirect of the Renata ult, and a whole lot of nothing happening there. I guess Kai'Sa did fall, not really sure which member of her team killed her. Probably that Evo Gangplank, who's got 2 items complete. Richest man in the game. So good redirect by Mel, way to save that for the Renata ultimate. Really the only thing that you have to use it for. And yeah, looking at this gold graph, it's all Scott Pilgrim 10k gold at 19 minutes. He's the one that WTF needs to carry. He can definitely do it. Gangplanks can get strong. Gangplanks can do it. Just gotta believe, gotta hold out the time. Atacon spawning in 35. I really hope that WTF doesn't just go for it. This might not be the great idea. And Nectarish is gonna one-tap Speed Demon Cage. You hate to see it if you're a fan of WTF. But if you're a Dot fan, that's what you want right before Atacon spawns. Mel gonna be getting caught out here. Stan United be gonna come through by the Shen. Lots of damage by Mel. Gonna pop the ultimate and just eliminate Kai'Sa from the game. Scott Pilgrims is gonna be coming down. Probably just wants to collect that top lane or mid lane CS. And Atacon should be going the way of Dubs on tap. Wandering Monarch gonna be getting caught out here. Mel is next. Vi does have her ultimate available. She is gonna drop it onto the Mel and just got a calling straight to the face. The Sejuani's ult is going to go a little bit short, but the taunt coming through is going to make sure. Scott Pilgrim needs some help. He's going to take down Nectarish. That's one. What are Yumi and Mel doing? Where'd they walk to? I don't think Nectarish had to die right there, but it did happen. Great ult coming in by the Orianna. Not going to be enough damage, though. Kai'Sa throwing out the Void Seeker. And back to Atacon we go. Should be a pretty free Atacon. WTF doesn't know for sure that they're on it, but they are pretty certain as they are going to start collapsing down here. Mel is on a ward. Kai'Sa has the ult that she can use if she wants to, but not going to be used just to pick off the Mel. And we've got all 5 members pushing down this bot lane turret. Good job by Sejuani to interrupt the Vi charge. Yumi all going to come through, root up the Vi, and that's going to be one dead Piltover in. Another Mel redirecting the Renata ultimate. Gangplank gonna just survive with 1 HP. Speed Demon Cage not looking good either, and down goes the Luch. 23-6. Lucian's pushing in the top lane, getting all the minions his little heart could ever desire, getting that turret as well. Lelouch, I think we're gonna have to try and burn out that Mel spell shield first before we use that ultimate. Not sure the best way to do so with your team comp though. So 23-6. Feel like Dot is finally getting the gold lead that they need. Especially just like as a full team. Because yes, the Gangplank's up by almost 5k, but your mid laner's up by 4, your ADC's up by 2k. And this gold chart is really just going all Dot. Which, I mean, if you look at the gold graph, it's pretty remarkable how, you know, it's just all in the back of Gangplank. And this game isn't over yet, but you hope for game 2 that WTF's feet can make some changes, some adjustments to where all of the pressure is not on top lane. Ooh, Orianna just gonna miss. Good dash away from Nectarish. And Gangplank might need some help down here. But instead we're just gonna get Dragon. This will be Infernal Soul. This is gonna be a turret in the mid lane. So, see how this is going. Lots of pushing here all across the map. Inhib turret. Not going to fall just yet. And there we go. Wandering Monarch, he is going to do his best to defend this, but he might fall down. He doesn't have much health. Vi's going to use Cease and Assist, take him down. Lelouch getting out as far as he can. Hero Stratus going to be going, and there goes the Renata ult again one last time. Lelouch is going to be falling. Second chance going to come through, but it's not going to be enough. Yanami's in the area trying to catch out somebody. Gonna just miss the Kai'Sa with her ultimate, but should be able to finish her off unless Vi can hit the Q. And there we go. People are falling one by one by one. Baron up in 10 seconds. No bot lane, no mid lane. Alive for WTF's feet. And here goes the Baron start. It should be pretty free, although if I found out anything from this series, it's that Vi is going to go for whatever she can. So we're going to see if Vi can steal this last second play. Gangplank can use his ultimate. Stall this out a little bit longer, and Baron will reset. So honestly, if I'm on the side of Dot, we just walk away. Push mid back in. And we go for more. Gangplank gonna try and hit a nasty barrel play on this Lucian. Not gonna be enough. Not even gonna hit it. Void Seeker's gonna miss. But Gangplank is ready with a barrel at hand. Nectarish gonna dash away from the Orianna, and Kai'Sa's just gonna get deleted before Lelouch can even use the second chance on him. Ultimate coming through again by Renata, and it's gonna be redirected once again. Mel ultimate gonna come on down and take one. Lelouch try and take down and collect the Gangplank. Will be able to. Doesn't have another dash available. Should be Baron. Wandering Monarch just gonna take that bot lane inhib turret as well. And 30 to 70 kills. All the objectives go in the way of dubs on tap. So if you are a fan of WTF's feet, you might want to look away for the next few minutes and come back for game 2. But, you know, every game is winnable. No matter how bleak it might seem, Every game is winnable, especially whenever you have a Gangplank that's this far ahead, that's this fed. Elder Dragon's up in 2.5 minutes. Wandering Monarch is dead. So there's a bonus right there. No way he gets out. He does get out. Flash coming through by Snark. Oh, my lanterns. Hero Strategy, your early game was not great. But you know what? You were trying for objectives. And that's all that matters. Scott Pilgrim's going to be getting caught out in the top lane. He knows that he's in trouble, so he's just going to walk away. Smart man. And Wite's Feet going to push down the bot lane. Sejuani's ult, I feel like they've just been short every single time, but it is enough to clear the waves out and make WTF back off. So since we've got some free time, I mean, it's been a lot of mid support, which I guess was expected coming in from Dot this game. And Scott Pilgrim doing the best he can, keep his team afloat. Really the only one doing damage on his team, doubling the next highest teammate of his. And we're gonna try and catch out this Vi. Or sorry, this Mel. Oh my goodness. Mel ult gonna be enough to come through. Gangplank ult coming through. Down goes the Mel. Finally, Lelouch using an ult where Mel can't reflect it, but unfortunately it doesn't hit anybody. That does happen from time to time. And Lucian is just gonna clean up the rest of Wite's Feet. You might have ulted nothing, Lelouch, but it didn't get reflected. So we take those small victories. It wasn't reflected. So, I mean, Dot is just looking too strong. Nectarish doesn't even have Collector, and it looks like he's just doing his best to collect champions. Do they end here? That's a great question, Snark. You were in this game. I was not. We're going to find out. My assumption is no. But the previous game that I casted, we spent 4 minutes in base at this fight right here. Elder has spawned. Wonder how much gold Nectarish has in his pockets is. But I think we're going to get a nice little spicy fight. Instead, it's just going to be Lucian calling people. Oh, we have a deep teleport coming in from the Gangplank. Everyone saw him fly over like Santa on Christmas Eve. And Lucian with the calling just going to take Lelouch out of there. Gangplank doing the best that he can to try and do something. Shen ult can be coming through. Kai's ult can be coming through as well to try and take down Nectarish, but the Yuumi healing is just so stupid and so much. Yuumi's going to dash on through that Gangplank ult, and Gangplank is still alive on the back end. Scott Pilgrim pops the Mel. But honestly, I think Dot can just delay this and have their super minions win this fight. Yanami's so close to falling, has a Yuumi, though, on her back. And I think if you're on the side of Dot, this is going to be a little bit tough. A little bit tricky. Lelouch is alive to hopefully keep the base alive. Wandering Monarch doing the best he can to do anything helpful. Scott Pilgrim popping not 1, not 2, but 3 enemy champions. Sorry, Hero Stress, you got 2 of those, but I'm going to say most of that damage came in via Gangplank. Elder Dragon going the way of Wite's Feet. 36-14. Wite's Feet has almost 2k gold lead. What is going on? What in the world is going on here? Almost a 10k gold lead just for the Gangplank alone. I feel like this gold graph is disgusting and wild. Wandering Monarch, unfortunately, getting flamed Horizon right now. All right, Scott Pilgrim's admitting to be Krusty Krab, Mr. Krabs. And here we go. I really don't know how that happened. I mean, it was a very extended team fight. Nectarish got a little bit excited. I think playing a little bit too confidently, which means you should if you know you've got Yumi on your back and a Sejuani in your pocket. All right, Baron has just spawned. Shen has to stay united to join any fight that he needs to. Nectarish is moving up just a little bit, calling the air. Learned that one from Lelouch, where Lelouch used the Renata ult in that exact same area. Also a whiff, so nice little trade-off. Shen just taking his time up there, making sure he's not going to be spotted, not going to be seen. There are some supers slowly moving into the bot lane, but this Baron is at half health. No one knows it on the side of Dot. People, we've got blue trinkets in the game for a reason. We're just going to pressure this, try and use all of our power that we have. Wandering Monarch going to have to flash away. I forgot that Elder was still in this game. I forgot that the side of WTF's feet has the Elder Dragon. Vi going to do whatever she can to get into here. Sejuani, it's a beautiful ult to stop Vi in her tracks. So, I mean, lots of... 2 inhibs are down, but they're just about to respawn anyways. So, at least we're pausing the pushing power of Wite's feet. But, I mean, this 2-tap onto the Mel. Mel is dead, Gangplank. Just collecting people out here. All of this damage in the world going to be coming through. Lelouch with an ult that doesn't get sent back. That is looking glorious. Lucian's going to be coming alive, but it's just to die one more time this game. Ace coming through from Wite's feet. Unfortunately, Vi is going to go down because she had no one else to kill. And talk about throws. Talk about winnable games, you know. We said if anyone's going to, like, if Wite's feet is going to win, it's going to come on the back. Scott Pilgrim. So far, it is looking that way. And, you know, whoever said objectives matter did not think that this game is possible. You know, Hero Stratus inted for a dragon that they didn't even get. Cost them a blue buff right after, and they inted again, but they did get grub. It's not the best start, but I mean, a Vi is a Vi, and they've always got the point and click ultimate that's going to be annoying as heck to deal with. So I mean, great ability to just not give up this game. The game is not over yet. There are no deep teleport wards, though. Elder's up in a minute 20. Both teams are going to be fighting for vision. Gangplank's going to be fighting for let me just hide here for a minute and a half. See if anyone walks into my barrels, and then they're just going to die. And unfortunately for Dot, they've got some waves to clear in the top lane. I think we've got 2 supers up there. No, just 1. Okay. Vi gonna look to cross along that board. She is gonna use her ultimate to try and get on to the Mel. She's able to do so. Mel does not reflect that Renata ult. Staying United not going to be coming through. If it does come through, he just dies anyway. Nectarish is going to be falling as well. Goodbye, Yumi. I'm not sad that you died just because you're a Yumi player. Sorry. Yanami will be on the recall, but it's not going to be enough. So, GG. Wite's feet. Not really sure how your team made this comeback happen, but all that matters is that you did, and all that matters is that you get the win in game number 1. Very nicely done. And, I think you guys should, you know, do whatever you can to make sure that you retain Scott Pilgrims and that no team tries to steal him away, because that was just fantastic on his part to help carry game 1. That's a nice border though, so whoever paid to have that end screen, good on you. Alright, and then let's get this next game downloaded and ready to go. And while that's happening, I'm going to put on some music to see if you guys switch sides, because then I'll have to make adjustments. And you all did switch sides. Let me go into just that for one moment. I just realized I didn't talk at all during that draft. Sorry about that. But good night, Zor. Enjoy your slumber. Look for Kale and Jinx to scale up this game. I really would have liked for, I don't know, probably for Scott Pilgrim to be on that Ornn. Not sure why we're banning away. I think I'd be more afraid of him playing on a carry champion. But we're going to try and catch you out. Scott Pilgrim's here. Not sure if we're going to be fast enough, but it looks like he's going to be playing safe enough. He might not have been looking at that moment, though. It'd be amazing if there was a flash coming in from Singe just to toss him up. I know Ornn is a carry champ, but I feel like Gangplank is a little bit more of a carry champion, as well as the Kale. But I was glad that they banned Camille against you. Cannot be too fun.
Let me help you think for yourself.
It looks like some members, Wite's feet, realize that Singe is going to want to do some stinky stuff. And we'll see here. Meanwhile, Snark and Lelouch trying to take advantage of that lane. Unfortunately, Wandering Monarch does take a turret shot there. He does know that Jarvan's starting out on this side, and that does help out Yanami as well. Because Yanami is able to just take a few camps on their blue side and then possibly move down, especially if this Jarvan's going to try and interrupt the Singed. Singe does have flash, so we'll see what's happening here. And we've got the secret tech coming in. Wandering Monarch making sure that he doesn't give any kills over. He does know that Jarvan's in the area, so smart play by him. And then I think this game was played on Wednesday, so the Jinx buffs did come through on her Q, so she has even more range over that Vayne. Not sure if there was vision up there. There was vision on those Raptors, so both teams know where the enemy jungle is for the most part. Both jungles at this same amount of camps taken so far. It's kind of impressive. Just kidding. Thane is now one step ahead. And Chaos going for the solo bolo. Unfortunately, the dash with Galio, it's going to put you back just a wee little bit. And Chaos has a nice flash to make sure that it interrupts the Galio dash. Going to get first blood solo bolo in the mid lane. Nicely done. Unfortunately, Galio stood by boots first. So no real pressure in the lane coming with this purchase. Free bot crab going to be going down, as well as one on the top side, and both junglers just doing a great job mirroring one another. Not really sure how Jarvan has 10 more gold. I guess he saw 2 more wards and he's just pinging them, making sure that it's like, hey, we know what they have vision there. Jarvan, instead of basing, he's just gonna redo his top side camps into a reset there and be ready to fight this dragon in about 40 seconds. Jarvan did have a good ward down on the enemy wolves. At least I think that was Jarvan, so good job by him. Wandering Monarch trying to make Scott Pilgrim pay a little bit for playing a scaling champion. But I don't know if he got the better end of that trade or not. He's playing the Stinky Boy Singed. Silas looking for these fights. Galio gonna taunt him up a little bit. Gonna get that XP plant. I think this dragon setup is much better for our boy Hero Stratus than last game. You've got your support in the air, your bot lane has the push this game. Jarvan's gonna elect to go mid instead. Has the flag and drag if needed. Galio gonna have his ult stolen by the Silas. He's just gonna use to get away. Really unfortunate that there's no crowd control available to stop that escape. But it is what it is. Jungle helping his mid laner get that reset on the wave. And Jarvan is going to meet an angry Diana. Nice EQ combo. Where you E first, then you Q right after. Because as long as that hits, it does still reset. And it looks like Wite's Feet is going to go for this dragon. Even without a Galio. But Galio does have his ultimate available. I'm not sure if he's got the range. Instead, Jarvan's just going to go on the backside, try and get as many people off his jungle, off his backline as he can. Galio going to come through, take down one. Without Chaos going to be falling as well. Nectary's getting one kill. Not sure if the Sona's going to have enough damage to kill her. And Nectary's going to make it out alive. Not sure if Lelouch can say the same though. 4-1 on kills for the side of Dot. Dragon did go the side of Hero Stratus, so good smite there. But that fight got a little bit scary. Not as easy as Wite's Feet would have wanted it to be. Good news though is you got Kale. She somehow got more CS than the Singed. I really don't know how. When did Singed die? And Jinx gonna take down Vayne and Lulu in the bot lane. Not really sure how that happened. I guess Nectaries did overstay after that dragon. And just cut Super Mega Death Rocket to the face. Jarvan does a smart thing, just takes one grub, backs off, realizes that his team really is not in position to fight. And I mean, one grub, you get the XP from it, get a little bit of push and power. I don't know, Chaos is really causing some issues for this Galio in the mid lane. Yanami doing a great job to just find this Kale wherever she is. But great ult coming in from Scott Pilgrim, making sure he stays alive even through the Diana ultimate. Oh! Not sure if Scott Chaos wanted to go there. Or Chaos. Dot Chaos, Scott Chaos. I don't know these names anymore. I mean, maybe you shouldn't be drinking tea at nighttime, you know? Oh, Cataclysm going to be coming down from the Jarvan as well as the Sona ultimate, making sure that no one can move. So yeah, good kill. Going over to Snarky Snark and the Funky Bunch. Really don't think that Nectaries can do much here, even with the Diana right there, because there's not much damage. Diana going to do whatever she can to try and get away, but Jinx is going to get one kill, going to get a little bit excited. Vayne's going to have to pop the ult, just get out of there. And Jinx gets some alone time with her turret, some bonus gold. I don't know. This game could really go either way. Dot was up in kills 4-1 after that last dragon, but they haven't done anything too much. Bit of an overstay from Nectarish allowed Snark to get back in this game. Now sitting at 4-1 as a Jinx. Kind of scary to have to deal with that. Not too much coming in. Chaos going in. Galio might be in some trouble. Diana does have her ult, but it's not going to be enough. As Galio, he's got those boots early on. He can just walk right away. Super Mega Death Rocket not going to be enough to kill anybody. But the poke coming in from Sona is quite annoying. And Singe doing his stinky boy stuff, making sure that there's not really much pushing power coming in from the scale. But Scott Pilgrim doing whatever he can to just clean it up on his own end. Galliot going to be coming in to try and save his bot lane's life, which he is able to do so. Nectar Reach going to get taunted up by the Jinx. Unfortunately, her Zap is going to get hit by a minion, but she is still excited. She should be able to get at least the turret plates here. Dragon is up as well, so there should be a free dragon going to the side of WTF, but I thought they had a free dragon last time. And that kind of didn't work out in their favor. But it does seem like they are really unaware of where this dragon could be. I mean, Singe hasn't seen him in a long time, so he's just going to continue proxying and taking turret shots for fun. No, I'm going to try and go for the last second steal, but Hero Stratus says thanks for just watching how cool that was. Jarvan flag drag ultimate, and it's gonna force out the Silas flash. I think he just used his E right before that, so that's why he couldn't use it. Get out of there. Snark gonna flash that mastery 28, because that matters. No, not a big deal. Galio is gonna, or sorry, Singe is gonna run right into a Jarvan and a Sona and a Super Mega Death Rocket. Is just gonna miss. But flash coming in from Hero Stratus, he is going to get knocked up, but he is going to get stabbed and jabbed as well. So the proxy finally, I guess maybe not finally. I don't know when else Wandering Monarch died in the solo bolo to Kale. But it did happen at some point. Vayne's going to be taking on this Galio, hopefully get the spacing that they need. Just farm up, maybe get a free kill as well. Diana all can be coming through. Great play by her. Chain's not going to be hitting from the Silas, but he's not going to need him. He's going to be able to get a nice big shutdown with about 700 extra gold on it. And that brings him back in the game, 1.5k gold lead over his laner. Wandering Monarch doing a good job of flipping up the KO, but not going to be enough there. Might make a recall though. No, Scott Pilgrim still has ult. Nothing to be afraid of. I think Nectary should be fine in this bot lane as long as he keeps Condemn up and available. Then, I don't know, Silas shouldn't have too much time left on his Super Mega Death Rocket. But Kale, finally! Not going to be going down just yet. He used the flash to get away. Condemn going to be coming in by the Vayne. Unfortunately, Jarvan has an ult. He did lower that really quickly. I feel like before the Vayne even flashed Super Mega Death Rocket from the Silas is going to come in. Vayne just going to try and keep on hitting the Galio, making sure that she can get the auto attacks on there. But Jarvan's just going to tap away. Unfortunately, Blade of the Rune King just got completed by the Vayne. Otherwise, that fight would have been a lot more manageable. Snark gonna chase off the Lulu. Meanwhile, on the top half, it looks like Yanami's going for that Rift Herald. So, I mean, some bonuses coming through their way. But it's just really unfortunate if you're on the side of Dot, you know, seeing how game number 1 went. You should have had a massive lead, but it's just top lane keeping them in the game the whole time. Teleport coming in by the Gallows, hoping to catch out this Silas. Super Mega Death Rocket going to come through and whiff. Silas doing his best. He doesn't have much damage for dashing or much mana. And instead he's just going to run right into the Jinx. Galileo ult not going to be enough to save him because no one's in the area. So, some more kills go on the side of Wite's feet. Wandering Monarch having the CS lead this game. So last game was a little bit rough, playing the Shen to Gangplank, but with the proxy power, that is Shen. Going a little bit easier this time. Got Dragon Spawner in 30 seconds. Silas does have teleport, so just looking for a play. Somehow, Scott Pilgrim is going to get out of this untouched. No flash available by the Singe. Jarvan's going to go in and get himself right back out. Super Mega Death Rocket's going to be a wide whiff. That's okay. Flash is going to be coming through from Lulu to survive, but they got what they needed. They got the jungler down. This dragon up in 2 seconds will be free. So this game's going much more to Hero Stratus' liking than the previous one. Doc Chaos going a little bit too deep there. Didn't maybe realize that the Kale still is ult. And Silas is going to fall in that solo bolo. Nectary's doing whatever he can to try and do something for his team, try and get some kills on their board. Try and get some gold in his pockets that he can carry, but I don't know. Every game is winnable. Every game is comebackable. That's what you've got to remember. Even against the Jinx with 2 items at 18 minutes. Even against the team that has Kale that almost has the death cap. It's doable. As long as you believe. Oh, Super Mega Death Rocket did miss. And Jinx might be in some trouble now. Singed and Lulu looking to make their move. Singed not take the best angle. Not really sure where that toss went either. Silas still trying to get another kill. Can take the Kale ult if he needs to. But he also wasn't sure when Kale's ult would come back up. Oh, Singe going with the flash onto the Jinx, making sure that she can't really do much, but she's a really large champion, just missed out on the kill. Vayne gonna condemn away the Jinx. Oh boy. Close one, Wandering Monarch. I like the idea. Execution didn't work out. I think your teammates just couldn't follow up, unfortunately. Silas pops the Kale out and then gets the Kale out of his own. He's going for the 1v1. Why did it take us away? Why did it do that? Scott Pilgrim, paying Riot Games. Just to make sure, good ult coming in. Super Mega Death Rocket just going to leave Silas 180 health. But Scott Pilgrim paying League broadcast. Making sure that direct-to-camera does not follow his death. Good ult coming through from Diana. Good flash as well from the driver, making sure that he doesn't die right there. Nectary's going to get the wild growth to stay alive. He's got a lot of damage in his pocket. Jinx is all by herself. Singe is on the back end, but not enough damage to come through. Jinx does not have flash, so Snark should be falling here. If we can put everything onto that Jinx, they're going to go down. So is La Luch. This should be Adicon. Kale is up and alive, does have teleport. Is a pretty strong champion at this point. Did not complete the death cap just yet though, but she will be teleporting in. And yep, I was hoping that we'd be jumping into the Rift Herald. Lots of damage to going down. Atacon did fall as well. Wandering Monarch doing whatever he can to catch out that Kale. Kale is going to fall. Is this 2 games in a row where we get massive comebacks? Jinx is just riding that turret wherever. Or Diana, my bad. Super Mega Death Rocket can come through. Wandering Monarch just going to survive. Cataclysm not up and available just yet. Sona all can be coming through. Knock up, down goes Chaos. Biting off a little bit more than he can chew. Lulu's gonna need some speed to get out of here. Jarvan's got his ult up in just a few seconds. One more flag and dragon, then ult should do it. But instead the Lulu flashes out. Oh my goodness. And meanwhile, Nectary's getting full wave mid, full turret all by himself. So, I don't know. Dot's making a comeback. They've got the gold lead. Scott Pilgrim still does not have that death cap. Been sitting on that for past 7 or 8 minutes, I feel like. I mean, still a very terrifying champion. Do you guys have a dot chant? I mean, you might want to ask the viewers in the chat. You got 10 with you. I don't know if Snarky or Lelouch or Scott Pilgrim will give you a dot chant, but someone's got to be willing to. There you go, dragon up 20 seconds. This is soul for We Taste Feet. I know Singe would really enjoy having Cloud Soul, but I don't know if it's going to get that point in the game. Silas finding the Galio, so neither one of them are going to be joining this team fight. Lots of crowd control coming down. There's, I believe, the Silas ultimate. Hero Strat is going to be getting close to falling. Just living. Scott Pilgrim going to go down. Speed Demon going to go down. Snark going to go down. Lelouch going down. What is going on in this game? We Taste Feet had such a large lead. This Garen just getting chased through his own jungle. Like, look at that gold graph, people. We gotta stop doing this. It's kind of a little bit ridiculous now. I mean, they are giving the viewers what they want. Minus the Teemo. Singe is going to do his best to run away from this driver, and I wonder if he uses... Yep, he didn't use that in time. Oh, Super Mega Death Rock going to come in. I don't know if it's going to hit, but flash away irregardlessly, making sure that he lives to see another day. Another experimental Hexplate coming through from a vein today. So I'm not sure if None Your Business in the chat or not. I'm not sure if he's a big fan. Experimental Hexplate, but maybe since it was picked up 3rd, I believe. Not too disappointed in it. Get the brooms out. What, are you guys playing a Bewitching skin? 'Cause I don't think that you are. Baron's up in 10 seconds. Vision is getting cleared out the way. Teleport is available for the Shen. But it looks like we're going to try and catch out Silas on the top side. Or we're just going to go that way until we see him on a wave where he can't really get out. And then just let him go. And We Taste Feet going to start up the Baron. And all they did was they got the TP out of the Singe. That's what they wanted to do. Wandering Monarch going to be stuck into a pit with Garen. Diana going to be coming through, hit 3 members. We Taste Feet. Snark is going to be going down. Kale going to be coming through from the Silas. He's going to be dropping down just as well, though. Wait, he's living far too long. Jinx is down. Kale is down. Hero Stratus and Lelouch the only ones to survive. Garen or Jarvan's barely living. Oh my goodness, the throws, the leads, just going back and forth. Get the brooms out might be too early. Vayne doing almost 8,000 damage that team fight alone is ridiculous. And Baron going the way of damage over time. Scott, your hero Strat is doing whatever he can to maybe try and sneak this one in. Who are we waiting for to give Baron to? Maybe we're just trying to get the kill, making sure that our Singe can get that Baron as well. Nice steal attempt by Snark and by Hero Stratus, but not enough damage. Great secure by Yanami as well. I mean, Nectarish, you're doing a pretty good job of that. So, working out quite well. I think you're right, Snark. Alright, Scott Pilgrims completes the death cap. It's probably been completed for a while. We've got Cloud Drake coming up in a minute 15. Vayne does not have flash. Vayne does not have flash, so just remember that for this upcoming team fight. Jarvan's got an ult. Galio's got an ult on top of that. Sona has an ultimate as well. There's going to be a lot of just lockdown onto the Vayne. Just got to space out well enough. And if Vayne can't play, neither can Dubs on tap. So Dragon spawn in 30. Dubs on top. Alright, good. We're gonna be looking to get mid push maybe? Alright, looks like I like what WTF is doing here. They're saying, hey, we're just gonna push this wave. You guys have Baron, but you're not doing anything with it. And Silas did take the Gallery ult. Alright, Diana's realizing, like, hey guys, like, just keep him off mid. I'll be able to solo this dragon. But we're gonna find out that we've got a team fight brewing. Dragon is going down. Wow, that was very anticlimactic. My goodness, teams. I thought we were farming damage charts. Is this the fight that we're looking for with no minions on the side of Dubs on tap? Oh, Diana ult can be coming through right away. Kale ult can be used on the Jinx as well. Jinx is looking pretty darn healthy. Lots of damage going down. Yanami just barely making it out alive. Nectarish moving down into the back lane. Not sure if that's a good idea or not, but he's the only one with damage on that side. Wandering Monarch, where are you wandering to? That's quite an idea, but I don't know if I like it. I don't know why we just wandered all the way through there, but it is what it is. And Jinx doing a bunch of damage there, along with the Kale. Great Kale ult to save your Jinx. Make sure that she doesn't take too much damage there from the Silas follow-up on the Flash Diana ultimate. And should be nice little turret here. Kale's pushing in the bot side as well. Baron's up in 2 minutes. So hopefully we can just maneuver ourselves around the Summoner's Rift. Get this bot lane turret as well. Kale's looking at level 17, very close to level 18. So, minute and a half before Baron. Everyone is reset. Everyone's got their ultimates. Flash is available on most champions right now. The vision, though, pretty lackluster. If we're looking toward vision on Baron, vision toward enemy jungle. Doubles on top. They've got plenty of vision in their own jungle. But I feel like at this point you also want to make sure that you have vision in the enemy jungle. I guess if they are going to be all resetting before this dragon, before the Baron, makes sense to have some vision in your jungle, just so you aren't getting caught out in a bush. Nothing yet. Baron in 30. Bane's just getting some free waves to clear. And not too much is happening. A lot of just vision gaming is going on. Silas pushing in the bot side, making sure that WTF loses at least one wave down there. He's going to keep on pushing. Hero Strat is going to be going in. He's got his Jarvan ultimate. Should be able to get 1 or 2 in here. Wild Growth not going to do enough. And Goat King going to be following. Silas Teleport not going to be enough. Nectarish, he is up and alive. Wandering Monarch going to fling Jinx back into his team. Going to be able to get a kill there. Nectarish not really where he wants to be. Doesn't have flash anymore. Does still have a barrier to keep himself alive. Not sure if you've got the damage in your area. Kale is just way too big, way too scary. Look at that crab. My goodness. Gonna try and take down the Silas. Instead thinks we could do Baron. So I don't see Silas really being able to do much here. He still does have the stopwatch available. But, I mean, even if it does just delay a little bit, that's still a good thing. I mean, Baron's fully reset now. Yanami's up in 2 seconds. Lulu is in the area as well. All Silas has to do is just waste their time. If you can get the Kale off of this Baron, you'll be A-okay. Gallo's going to flash taunt. And this Baron's taking a long time to go down. But the side of Dot just doesn't even care. They're going to say, hey guys, we can get this Galio. There's no way he lives even if they get Baron. Speed Demon Cage going to finally, potentially go down. Meanwhile, Yanami's going to go down again. Kale going to come through for Scott Pilgrim. And Silas going to be dropping. Jarvan, great ult on to 2. That's a nice, clean ace for the side of WTF, and that should be a victory. What is wrong with this gold chart? You tell me. Don't know how a team has almost 10k gold lead at 26 minutes and gets rid of it, but you know, you just gotta believe. Gotta believe. GG's. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. Glad we got this one casted. Next games are tomorrow night, I believe. So if you want to cast some games, reach out to me, Simenamas. I know how to get you set up. It's just a good way to be part of the community and make sure that most of the games get casted, because we do not have a casting requirement. So it's on all of us to try and get these games casted. So that is all. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. And enjoy your night. GG's.